Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Welcome in. It's Basketball Friday night here on Steve Shuttler Media, and we have a big one for you tonight. Now, we are audio only as North Mahaska is at Montezuma tonight. And again, audio only broadcast, so what you see is what you get on the screen. We're going to give you a radio broadcast via Facebook and YouTube here on Steve Shuttler Media. Thanks for tuning in. We thank all of our sponsors for making North Mahaska possible, North Mahaska basketball possible here on Steve Shuttler Media this year. That includes Christy Tard, American Family Insurance, Style Me Crazy, East Market Grocery, First State Bank, also Proline Building Company, State Farm agents Kelly Style and Wendell Campbell, Oski Dental, AE Realty, Hy-Vee in Oskaloosa, Holland Coble Funeral Home, JM Media. We've got Helmuth Ford, Serve Pro, Shuttler Insurance Services, Son-in-Law Services, and also on board for tonight, Montezuma Star Lanes. If you want to do some bowling in Montezuma after the game, they are on board for our broadcast tonight. Bunch of sponsors. We thank Style Me Crazy and New Sharon for being our first quarter sponsor, and Josh Clubb, of course, along the ride for the play-by-play for tonight's game. Josh, we've got about 2.5 minutes to go before we get the starting lineups. What are your thoughts heading into this big-time game tonight?
Yeah, big-time doubleheader of a night. We'll start, obviously, as you mentioned, the North Mahaska girls are rated second in Class 2A. Their only loss is to the number 1 team, Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont. And then you got the Montezuma Bravettes rated number 7 in the state in Class 1A. 4 losses on the season. Those 4 losses are from teams of higher classes, so bigger schools. One of those losses is to North Mahaska. Steve, that was our first game of this season where North Mahaska took care of business 51-32, and it was a night for Montezuma that they were just cold, and that's not the normal case for them. They're usually a great shooting team, so very much see this being a different look here tonight. And then follow this up with the boys action where Montezuma's only loss on the year is to these North Mahaska Warhawks on the boys' side of the fence, so you know they're going to be looking for redemption there. But as we start with the girls' game, about a minute from the starting lineups out here on the floor, and I got to do my best to remember that you cannot see what's going on the floor right now. Teams are at the bench. I'm upset in here as we go through stats of this game. The Warhawks, led by Brecken Schilling, seniors, got 13.3 points per game. Sydney Anderson's averaging 10.6, and Reagan Gruey at 9.8. And as we've seen all season long, North Mahaska is not dependent on one of these seniors. A big group of seniors, including the play by Allie Style, the lone junior that gets a lot of playing time. Anybody can be potent on any given night, so North Mahaska very deep in that regard. The Bravettes, led by Vivian, who happens to be the Class 1A leader in three-pointers. Tear at any given time, she's averaging 13.7 points per game, 33% from the field, 31% from beyond the arc, and 82% at the free throw line. Ellen Cook, the second leading scorer for the Bravettes at 13.4 per game. She shoots 30% from the field, 70% from the line. Teresa Wettering